Melco embroidery machine. We are the only American brand machine I will market num. Dodo na obehuna fi China. Auto wear is a good choice. An embroidery machine will uto a 6 years warranty. And which you know more technical support in terms of anything. Say bibichire wadwen so ana say untimi operate on betimi achro. Into here be a de be yan say obeko website ho www.melco.com na wako kind about it no hu enyoma eye. Ohwe screen so a distributors no for West Africa more details na go no. Into per machine be for startup business and more advertising companies no. And more printing mu de no. Open so add up embroidering business to existing business na mention baby contact www.melco.com and also betimi afre na ma na screen so no. Episode about SVTV Africa. So names about social issues, entertainment and sports at SVTV Africa. Daily also in UK. My baby on knees then. Mene Ghana for between Gomagakra. Yeah, shares and a business equal near dear lifestyle near the names any SVTV Africa. So I have a DJ Nyams. I feel when you have a channel, so subscribe to your channel and follow all social media handles SVTV Africa. Before my channel, my name is sponsor say La Bianca Company Limited on more tema a fishing about road or called tema fishing about just 200 meters on your left, a billboard and say boho and a signboard and say boho a coastal or more nama air kamapa fish and a chicken for niche La Bianca Company Limited over say be coastal business and all your coastal business sikananoa for niche La Bianca or Cobiniscapa because some of no air for air depa. Boss, I'll be about there. Nice, so you talk, eh? They make you speak PG because I'll be brother.
You see that
this be with the vibe today. I do daily hustle in UK, but with the vibe best because I can't speak PG. You know, so me when it comes to PG like this, they flow past the tree set because me. I know be Ashanti man.
See that right?
Ashanti man, I be broken when they speak for Ashanti. But PG, they don't go there, go by. Boss, everything cool. And welcome you. What your name?
Maxwell,
don't leave the camera inside. They nice. So I come meet you for UK. This place, what be the name?
Ghana Market.
Ghana Market, by the area here.
Housden.
Housden. But I said they come Nice.
Housden. Nisn't did a very top up there.
Okay.
So this be Housden.
Housden. Oh, okay, nice. So I be like you can't do it. The way they look like my boss.
No, Charlie. I didn't keep on. I
trust you. That's
because the boys they talk.
But you say no.
No.
Oh, nice one. So you say what be the full name again?
Maxwell Manisman.
Maxwell what?
Manisman.
Why you be white man?
Unless I have the old boy.
The old boy.
They me.
Because the name, you know, Ghana name cry.
Nah. My middle name be Kofi.
Oh, okay. From where?
Volta region.
Oh, Togbe Abalia. Cho, Ikejo. Togbe. Anyone, Volta region, where side from?
Agloga.
Yeah. But you go there?
Oh, occasionally. Last time I go there be about 4 years ago.
4 years ago. Oh, nice one. Yeah. You come to UK chair?
Yeah, I come UK 2001. February, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What bring you come here? Be school or what?
Relatively, we work actually because that I did Germany pre that, so I moved from Germany come here 2001 just to get a job. Yeah.
That means you burger keep.
I try.
You burger keep because so you say you come here 2001. Now you did Germany. So when you fly from Ghana go Germany?
Late 80s actually because I go to school for Russia.
Oh.
And then from Russia I moved come the east of Germany before the Berlin Wall come down. Then, you know, to the west and then I moved back here.
Shall you get experience?
I try.
Tell us something small, make you know the background from Russia, going school. Every government sponsor you? Or
yeah, it was one of those government scholarships that got cancelled. A year I joined the program and then we got kicked out of school. So eventually we had to find. I mean, most of the guys who left together with me had, come from rich background, so they were able to buy their tickets back home. Some of us did not have the opportunity, so we had to struggle. And I mean, you know what home is like, and you might as well, stay in there and give it your best shot. And yes, summertime. Through different countries, smuggled through trucks and other things like that. So I kind of relate with these people who do a lot of the journeys through the desert and other things. I have a fair idea. I cannot tell you what they are going through, but I have a fair idea what it is like. It's not the easiest way of life, but yeah.
Charlie, it's good so you to share this kind of things, make we experience.
Wow.
Look at that type of young guy.
Yeah, I mean,
house no good.
The thing we say, when you're a young man at that age, most of these things look like an experience for you, but actually it's the difference between life and death. You never notice it then. For you, it's just a matter of surviving, you know. But looking back at those situations today, you realize how close you were to losing your life. But then it wasn't, you didn't realize it was such a risk, you know.
Wow.
It was a young
what now you guys they do before you go feast take survive? Because as you they talk say money no day for car house, big boys, and you say they talk say they push drugs. You go, what kind of things? I mean, what kind of running?
Drugs be with the. I come from a very strict background. My mother is a police officer, or was a police officer. She's retired now. So when it comes to drugs and crime-related issues, it's a no-no. It's a no. You know, it's a boundary. You know, you don't cross those lines. I've worked in, you know, brothels. Worked with some people that I don't want to mention on the media. So yeah, I've done some really difficult jobs. I've actually dug pipelines in Siberia, gas pipelines in Siberia, and other things like that. So yeah.
But be true friends, be paddies draw you into all those things.
Well, no, it's survival.
Survivor.
Yeah.
But how if you enter? If you just a survivor, you know, if you just enter,
well,
everybody introduce you.
You don't have to get introduced. Those days, they will bring a van or a car. It was a Peugeot 604 Caravan into the yard and ask people who want to work. And you don't ask where. You just jump in. No, you don't. You don't speak the language fully, so you don't just ask. If you don't speak the language, you probably will not even go. You need to survive. So you just jump on.
So if you don't say that, those days, that we were like 80 something or 90 something?
The 80s.
80s.
Yeah.
So if you make money from those movements inside?
No, it was just hand to mouth. You had to survive somehow.
Wow.
You know, so yeah.
But now you won't left there. You say you won't left there. So
yeah, but that was the whole idea. You don't leave by flight. No. You leave by traffic. People trafficking, and you know, you pay people, get in backs of trucks, cars, boots to cross the borders. You know, it wasn't the open border that we have today. You know, it was barriers, and you know, so you'll have to travel with visas and other things like that, which we didn't have, or I personally did not.
But it'd be strange because you say government sponsor you guys. That'd be the 80s inside.
Yeah, during time.
Yeah, during time. It sponsor you go to Russia.
Yeah, then they cancel the scholarship somehow.
Then they cancel. So as they cancel, they ask people to come back.
Well, he did. We were asked to come back, but some of us.
So you guys refused, say no come.
A lot of people left. Actually, those guys had the possibility to go, but I didn't have the option.
Oh,
you know, so I decided.
You say if you come, I go lose.
Well, obviously, I mean, if I had gone back, I probably wouldn't be here today anyway. So it was just one of those opportunities.
So let's see how you manage now. Left Russia, come Germany.
Yeah, well, it was by the back of a truck actually, but it wasn't a one-day journey. It was over 4 months.
Paid
because you're leaving. Yeah, well, you pay from one country to the other. The countries that you stay in for 4 hours, and then you move on to the next country. So yes, it depends on the contract or the connection you get at a particular time. You stay somewhere, work a few days, and get a little bit more, and just continue. So it was a way of life. I mean.
All this while, as a struggling, you pass inside, your old boy, your parents, your people know, say, Charlie, you go school, scholarship,
yeah,
things
as far as they were
no
concerned,
communication, They know they hear anything from you. All be say, you just want to survive.
Yeah.
And you know they call them, and they don't say you did too.
Those days, the phone system would be like today, where everybody get mobile phone, it was just straight away call. You had to send a letter to make an appointment at PNT and the whole process. Besides, you don't even have the money to go make calls, so it wasn't.
Yeah, that time you go write
letter first, let them know in about 3 months later you call them at this day and that time. So, I mean, it wasn't part of the plan at all. It didn't even occur to me until I got to the west of Germany.
Wow.
Yeah.
Make we see Germany. As you enter Germany, you never been there. You be somebody's student. Things no happy, you enter Germany. So life for Germany now. You know somebody for there.
Well,
now how it is there.
The time I leave Russia particularly. I used to work for some people. Like I said, I don't want to mention that in print media.
They be Ghanaians?
No, they be Russians.
Okay.
And they actually facilitated my passport for me, a German passport. I don't know where they got it from, but I worked with them very well, and I think they did appreciate me. So when I came up to tell them that I want to go back to school in Germany, I worked with them for almost about a year. So they saw to it that I got my passport and everything. And so I could not use that passport during the crossing to different countries until I got to Germany, where I was able to get admitted in school and started working with that passport and everything.
Why you know if you use that passport? They tell you say be running passport, so you know if you use them.
Yeah, I know for use them until I get to Germany.
Oh.
And the funny thing, they say they actually open a bank account and everything in Germany, so they put money in it in Germany. So I can only get to Germany and access the money.
Oh,
yeah,
so all this maybe the drug dealers or they running?
No, they were. I don't know actually.
At
that age, to be honest, I didn't care.
Because I didn't know. You mentioned their name, but what exactly now you did they make you do? Like
well,
they say I'm initiating.
No. What thing would they do? We say they get flat for me, 2-bedroom flat. Those days it was quite even tough to get satellite TV, but in my flat the satellite TV was available. So in the morning, what I did was I've got a bicycle, and you have to ride to different houses. You know, knock on the door, you go collect the monies, they sign for it, and then you ride on to the next property. And over the week, the boss comes in, you do the accounts, he takes his money, does the shopping for you. So literally what you do is in the morning, you just take a bicycle ride around the properties, collect the monies, and then that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Means it be some serious deal they go on.
Well, it was a brothel. They were running brothels, prostitute home. You know, so all I did was get to the door, knock the door. They know you're ready. So you collect the money, they count the money, you sign, they sign, and then you ride to the next destination. So, yeah. By the time I got to Germany, they did help me to get there, you know.
But telling them, say, they do deal, they know, say, you know all the secrets and things. So you tell them, say, Charlie, you won't go to school, you won't leave the job. How they take them, where they feel sponsor you like that? Say,
actually, the whole idea was, as you go, there are things that you don't say. If you go, they want to share, that's how it is, you know. And you understand very, very well what it means. You know, if they are able to put money into an account in Germany, and they did that for almost about 2 years.
So now you get plenty money.
No, not be plenty money. It was just enough to survive. I mean, those days the rubles wasn't so equal to the DM Dutch marks. So from Russia, it was quite a bit of money, but in Germany, it was enough for you to rent a property and eat, stay comfortably, go to school.
If you cast your mind back, talk about like right now, if you won't convert that money, it could be like how much?
It's about 300 Dutch marks, could be about 150 euros now.
150
yeah,
euros.
so it wasn't. But then life was, the economy wasn't so bad. It was, and Germany's economy was pretty wonderful. So it was quite a lot.
Look, you see Germany, as you enter Germany, if you go to school,
I did.
You go to school. So lifestyle for them, what's up?
Every country is completely different. You cannot compare Germany to the UK. Neither can you, vice versa, do the same. So you have to you just have to measure it along itself. I mean, by the economy, its economy and its people, and so yes, I mean there's no comparison to by countries actually. That's the way I see it.
Nice. So how long you stay for Germany?
9 years.
9 years.
Yeah.
Wow. So they flow them a language.
Oh yeah, I went to school in German, so I studied in German. Yes.
So what happened? Where you say you won't come UK? I mean, you stay there, you speak their language.
Yeah, I mean, eventually you want to get to an English-speaking country anyway, because this is what you were cultured and trained in, and you believe that in coming here you had better opportunities open up for you. So again, that was the desire. I also got married actually in Germany, and then she moved here. She wanted to live in the UK. So
Ghanaian?
No, a German lady. And so we both moved here, and that's how I got here. Currently, I used to be a train driver on the London Underground. I quit train driving in June this year.
In June?
Yeah. What I'm doing now is importing African food from Ghana and selling. So relatively, it's a lot.
Shall I give us some small background about this train driving thing?
I started as a customer service on the stations. Then I became a ticket office clerk. Did the exams and I became a station officer. And then the opportunity came in for applications for a train driver. I put it in and I got the training and I became a driver.
Oh, you know, really hard like that? Oh.
Well, generally train driving is all about safety. You know, safety is everything in train driving. So as a customer service over the years, and with experience you've gained, you're really actually the best person to be employed by, you know, to go through the training. So yeah, once these safety procedures are deeply embedded in your mind, it becomes part and parcel of you. So
for how many years you work there?
13.
13 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Then you get a lot of experience. But now they pay you better.
That money wasn't bad, but money is not everything. Yeah.
Why? Why is it money not everything? Is it like stress or?
The stress level for as a driver, it's something else. It's completely something else. You're generally working on your own every day, all the time. You're on your own. You take all the decisions you make. You know. Meanwhile, every decision that you get wrong could be the end of somebody's life or people's life, mass murder, if you call it that way. So it's quite a very stressful job as it is, and.
But you guys get hours you dey work, so maybe we can't just hour you close. Tell us more.
We do have set hours. You know, it's a
How
shift.
many hours now you work?
It'd be shift work. It'd be 8 hours.
8 hours,
You know,
okay.
but it'd be shift work. Sometimes you start as early as 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes you start as late as 7 o'clock in the evening. You know, so these times, these are, you know, irregular times in itself is stressful for the body and the mind. So relatively, starting my own business was one of the best things for me because I wake up when I want to wake up. I set my plan for the week and work by those plans and everything. So yes, there's too much stress as a driver.
The train as you the drive if you say you do within London or outside London.
Yeah, you did. Well, I was on the Northern Line, so it's from High Barnet to Morden. You know, so it's within London. There are about 2 or 3 Ghanaians on the Northern Line. Funny enough, they are all ours.
F1, so people meet at
So yeah,
when they speak the language like something.
But it's quite rare. Even once in a long while, maybe once every 8-7 months, you meet each other. It's the duties are so varied and the responsibilities are so much. You hardly have time anyway. So. Yes, we've got 3 Ghanaians on the Northern Line. Wow. I don't know about other lines though.
Wow.
You know, yeah.
We could talk about all these things where you do. What you get talk, somebody where they watch you, the youth out there. I know say more boys won't come here, more boys won't fly, go different countries. You travel all this one, watch from there, Russia, come Germany to here. What you get talk, what you learn in life, and what advice you get give the youth?
My personal experience does not reflect other people's way of life, so it's quite difficult in this case. The circumstances pushing somebody to leave is quite completely different from what pushed me to leave. So relatively it's quite difficult. Everybody wants to travel for a particular or individual purpose.
Oh, most of the boys say they won't can hustle. How you be brother if you know? You won't can hustle. Babylon good, Babylon no good, or other country, Western world, someplace good. Or if you come and what if you do, all these kind of things.
The process of getting into the society, look, you go pay a connection, man. Well, right now about $13,000 or $14,000, right, for him to come here, for you to come here. Now, if you're lucky enough to get a ride visa, right, and you get to Heathrow, the very moment that is stamp your entry, which is even 50-50, you could be returned there because you don't have a clue about your visa actually. So the very moment you land in Heathrow and you get lucky enough to get stamped entry, that's the end of your 15,000. It's finished, right? So you come into this country without a work permit, without papers anyway, because what you have is a tourist visa, and 3-6 months is finished. Now you're on your own. There's no way you're going to get a job, proper job, right, without your papers, right? And getting papers means you either seek asylum or you get married. These are the only two, virtually the only two options that you have, right? Now, tell me how you're going to seek asylum when you're coming from Ghana. It's almost impossible. Now, coming into this society and wanting to get married, right, without a job, without money, it's almost impossible. Nobody even knows you. It's almost impossible. So these are the what do you call it, challenges that you will face. If you have that amount of money, I can tell you 1 million types of businesses that can fetch you 100% increase within a year.
For Ghana?
In Ghana, yes.
Okay, so right now, it'd be advantage. Somebody get that money.
Go into farming.
Tell them what some of the things.
Go into farming.
Only farming?
Yeah.
If you talk farming, it be broad though.
Yeah, but the thing is, you could go into poultry, you could go into coconuts, you could go into cassava for gari for export, you could go into fish farm. I mean, well, currently I am doing a fish farm and I am doing poultry back home.
Wow.
You know, so I can tell you that these situations are quite profitable back home. And if I had the opportunity as it is now, and I decide to go home fully, finally, that's exactly what I'm going to do, nothing else.
These opportunities they talk, you see them from here,
yeah.
Or you be say you go back home where you go see the opportunities?
No, actually, read about it here, went back home, had a few discussions, acquired the plot of land and started the project.
Most of the youth or most of the people who know they see this opportunity as you they talk. Some they hustle won't come. Some don't get the money self where you call right now. If you say what be the next thing the person for, because somebody they get the money, he might make them like if they see burgers for town and money day and all that, you bowl level, you want enter.
Make I tell and say, when you see people like us for Accra, right, where every single day we they wear new clothes, we they wear new shoes. You should understand that these items have been procured over time. Only for these 3 weeks that we are coming home. We spent 2 years trying to gather all these shoes, these clothes and everything. And when we get back home, we're in a hurry to wear them. You know, we're in a hurry to wear them within 3 weeks. So that's why you see us changing 3 times a day, 4 times a day with new things.
You won't wear them, then left them there.
That's the thing. So they should actually feel sorry for us. Yeah, nah, Danny Krasi for. It's their life. You know, because we buy these things and we want to wear them so people can see us.
So you your home say you go encourage somebody where if only he go get paper where he can stay here, or you go get paper where he come, or you go school level or education level or something. That be what I want to know.
I have seen a couple of people that I have assisted go back home after their education, and now they are in very reputable places. You know, at least 4 people that I know that came in here after their education. They were thinking whether to go back home, the possibility of getting a job back home. I encouraged them to go. And now, well, the last one I saw was last year when he came to buy a piece of land in Dodowa where I live. And I was just standing by the roadside actually. I was going to buy Chichinga, and this car stopped, this 4x4 stopped. Actually, they were driving a convoy, 5 cars. I stopped and the guy called me, and I looked at him, I thought, I must be dreaming. This guy had come to buy land, 5 cars, convoy, he's the boss, right? And all they were doing, they were doing was educating people with the hospital, something about vaccination and other things like that. So that was his primary job. Now he's the boss of his unit.
But what did you talk at get you? Say Ghana a good business, but you see, me I come here one time and see about this Indians and Pakistan and things. Them they control you, even the police and immigration. This is what they do inside. Yeah. So you know, be school they come school for where they get their kind chances, bomb for where my Pekins they inside. So why Ghanaians no fit day? We will not fit day inside. We not day inside those campuses.
We cannot compare Ghana to India.
Why? We don't the same human beings.
We are, but relatively our conditions and circumstances are completely different. This is a country that has over 1 billion people as population. We are only 30 million, maybe plus or minus 35, right? The opportunities that are available for us back home is immense. And funny thing is, we come here and we realize opportunities back home. We realize how money is flowing in the gutters in Ghana. But the ways and means to collect is our problem. The government is not, I don't want to go into politics.
So now they forget
the government is not focused on helping the private sector to grow. And if you look at in this society, the private sector is the backbone of this economy, right? This is where you see Indian shops, 30, 40 Indian shops along the street, right? Every single day, all of them get enough for them to pay their rents every month, right? It's just because they have the technical know-how, they've been in the system for so long, but we don't need that. We have a more convenient, congenial atmosphere back home. We don't need all these things.
Aside what you talk, Angasa, the unity no day. You see that these Indians, maybe there's some people talk small, so I know from the background.
Yeah.
He said them be one. If they come like this one bring uncle, go bring this one, come bring. They set up businesses, they buy houses, they contribute and things, push them for businesses. But with the unity no day, as we the Ghanaians, we come here, everybody they fight for it. Only if you come and forget yourself. You know, being they don't quit down.
Right. The problem is, they talk about they go bring their uncle. We don't get a chance to bring our uncles. The people too will get a chance to bring their relatives. They foster that unity. Like the Bunu guys, for instance, right? I know a couple of them. This one go bring 2 of his cousins. This one go bring 4 of his cousins, and they all live together in the community, right? So if you don't go bring your own brother come, then you're on your own technically.
So you want to say, in conclusion, you want to say, if the full say, Abroche, then Ghana, we Ghanaians, so we could talk Abroche, then Ghana. If you say Ghana better pass here.
If you have the right education, yes, you'll find your ways better in Ghana. Again, yes, it's still the right education, because as I've been here now, I've had my fair share of economic education and everything, knowledge. I think if I can have the capital, I should be able to live a lot better. I mean, you live in a society where it's cold half of the year, it's too hot half of the year. But when you live in a consistent society, you have a fair idea what's going to happen next.
They used to go watch you run and then tell you, say, why you know can't they Ghana? Can't stay Ghana?
I come. I definitely go come. I'm not going to live my last days
but
here.
As you come, right now, from Russia, Germany to here, you see, say your life better.
In what way?
Oh, that changes your life. I mean, you be okay, alright? You work for here, you be okay. If you
when you say okay, what do you mean?
If you say you'll be okay, at least if you make some money, if you make some investment for Ghana. Boys today, where they day, your mates, some of your colleagues, they like you, nothing they happen for them.
Make I tell you, some of my mates with me that them start the uni for Russia. Those that went back home are doctors in Kolebu. Right? It doesn't make me better. You know, no, most. I've seen about 3 or 4 of them personally. I've seen them personally. So it doesn't mean that being here is the best. They went back home, went to medical school back home, and they are doctors. And what am I? With all what I became a trained driver. I'm not bitter. I've had a fair experience, very good experience and exposure. So in a way, I can understand what I could have been or what I can be.
So in a way, you mean say you regret say you no go back, you know if you get chance.
No, I don't regret. No, I don't regret.
So that means you're good.
In life,
help you.
In life, you don't regret. You only learn.
Charlie, nice one. Charlie, nice have you on the show. You talk. Why you deep brother? I feel your vibe. What be? So when I say you married to Igbo, you get how many kids?
Actually, no, we divorced.
Oh,
yeah.
How many kids you get?
None.
So you don't know Igbo, you fire man, you no born.
No, and it was a good thing.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, it was good. What do you mean say good?
I would have been stuck here with kids here. The prospect of going back home and investing back home and trying to do something for yourself back home would have been virtually almost impossible.
So you get kids for Ghana?
I have a kid.
Oh.
He's a medical doctor now.
Your kid be medical doctor? Charlie, you be wild man, oh. You be wild man, oh. I see one probably you have.
One.
Why you don't want to produce plenty?
No, well, my current wife have other kids, so I think it's just enough.
Oh, nice one. Yeah. But you make your kid come school for us more.
It's no welcome. It comes holidays, it's no like here. So same way, like I said, he went to medical school and everything. So back home, so it's alright. You know.
Okay, what you they make some cool money for your body for Ghana. They be cool.
Well,
but more boys be Dagbo. Nothing they happen. So the thing they talk about, they don't go here.
That be why I don't want to go into politics, because if you day here, for instance, you get government assistance left, right, and center. You know, Ghana, it be tough. It be tough to get those assistance. So that be why they hustle.
Yeah, boys, my mind here, Charlie. What did they talk? You see.
Well, I can understand when you come here, these things come at a cost, right? The taxes we pay in this country is extreme. If I earn £3,800 as a driver per month, and then they pay £1,400 for taxes, you understand? So these taxes help to, you know, create these things that you see that you think is better. How much taxes does an individual pay? In fact, how many people pay taxes at all in Ghana apart from the government sector workers? You know. So
anyway,
we have created that situation.
If we go there, we go and enter politics. But make I ask you this before I sign out. So they like create people. They like they talk to some. They just say, Charlie, I get family for here. I get 1 or 2 kids for there. And then they need to go back and think about Ghana, but rather for invest, buy a house, stay here. As I get my family, for stay here. They agree with them.
If you have kids here, you don't really have much of a choice. You have to buy the property for them. You'll have to set their future up. So relatively, I don't know where I stand in this case, actually, because my situation is completely different. My kid is in Ghana, and I've got the properties in Ghana. And in fact, I don't want to live here for so long anyway. So, yes, if you do have kids, you have to buy the properties, and you're eventually stuck here anyway until the kids are mature enough for you to go home.
A lot of people, they think, say, oh, are they here? I forgot build for Ghana. But me want to be here with the hustle, they make your money. So why they think about go build for Ghana? But meanwhile, they spend more of almost your life for here. You just say that might be a good decision.
Well, yeah,
most of the people they do.
If you go holidays for Ghana, you don't want to go sleep in your uncle's house.
Okay.
You know, again, it depends on the sort of house you want to build. People live here virtually and go and build 10, 15 bedroom house. I would take you almost about 15 years, 20 years to finish, right? But if you get the opportunity where you build 2 bedroom house, I mean, if you're not there, you rent it. If you come back, you live in your house. I mean, and then you buy your own property here. That's it. Life goes on.
Buying property here be good or be bad?
It's neither. Depends. It still depends on your circumstance.
Because people they talk say they buy property for maybe spend like 200,000, 300,000 for house. If you want to sell and go retire for Ghana, if you make times 2 or times 3 of the money.
Well, it depends. In the first place, how old are you? Right, with your age, is it convenient? Would the banks even give you the mortgage? That is the issue. If they give you the mortgage, the interest is extreme. The monthly payments, the mortgage payments is pretty high. You have to be earning quite a bit more.
But if the person they end that one, you go advise them so they can buy.
Well, if you're earning so much, why not? It's not a bad. Buying properties is an investment. It's not a bad investment, but you have to look at your circumstances prior to make it. It's not because somebody's buying that you also want to buy. No, you have to look at your individual circumstance and then make that decision.
Charlie, nice one. You go like make your kiddies come marry some people for here or make them marry for Ghana?
My child in marriage is his option. It's not mine. Whatever he brings home, I'll take it. So that one being choice, not my choice.
Charlie, you be good guy. Charlie, nice one. Nice having you on the show.
Nice one. Don't take it easy. Take it easy.
Shirt way a boss pa. I'm the American. I'm the about main wholesale in the war Adabraka for nature. We are Golden Raglan and no more Golden Victory. Golden Raglan here 10 is and then my bar say my bar UK there. Whether na movement any there Raglan and the coso omo short one a Victory no e come up am you cool friends am pese o printing mudin ni ade eboma am for me share e Adabraka or Golden distributor omo no dey aba omo main wholesale price on from no man was screen so from omejo so o to more than 50 pieces on free printing amount and omo here agents across the whole Ghana into a business are pie baby a Ghana bia no obetimi afresh anama we on here do kutu akoton obenye scapa because the bono full quality t-shirt pa Golden distributor in Ghana. You better say bia mo share SVTV Africa mo so na mo support SVTV Africa and SVTV Africa Foundation daily hustle in UK me the one wan say ba say around London. Now here I wait me afraid was 0244 790902 and 0240 677 898. Wait me WhatsApp me or number so frame me direct number because we use only WhatsApp. Both numbers wait me WhatsApp. Madam production team I say DJ Click Sharon Elliot from GIG medana say olenke me apa maba ase mabesra omo amene ma twen komo yebada na se usha mokuma ka se tour na ma je tutu tour makramo